Welcome back to Cooper's Garage. Today we're going to start the teardown on that engine right there. That is a 24 valve. That will be the engine that was replacing the one in my daily driver 99 Cummins. Sad thing is the one in my truck is a 53 block. It's got 315,000 on it. No cracks, surprisingly. I do have a bare block sitting in the corner over here that is a non-53 block. It is a 2001-2002 block, which means no crank position sensor, whereas the 99s are crank position sensor. They utilize a crank position sensor. So the plan is you can add a crank for a 99 into these blocks with the tone ring, add the sensor, and you can utilize the block. I will have to go through, make sure I can do it 100%, which is the plan here. But that engine is going to be what I use to replace that engine, the engine in my 99. So I will start tearing that down. We'll figure out if the head can be sent out to machine shop or if I'm going to go get a fleece head or some other head. Going to swap all the internals from that engine into this non-53 block. Make me feel a little more comfortable about towing heavy with it, as I already do from time to time. But I'll take you along, show you the teardown process, see what's in the engine, see what's wrong with it, if there's any issues. I bought the engine as a supposedly running engine, but stay tuned. So this is the 98.5 24 valve. And oddly enough, this came out of a two-door extended cab truck. If you know anything about these Dodges, 98.5 was a split year from when they went from 12 valve to 24 valve. So P-pump 12 valve to a VP 44 24 valve. Which you'll see here on this channel, the truck that I'm putting together, my new daily driver, is the cab is, this is the engine that the cab came from. But anyway, we'll start tearing this down. You can see the inside, see what's anything's wrong with it. If there was anything wrong with it, guy told me it ran and drove before they tore it down, but again, can't trust everyone. But not saying it's on them. They bought it from some kid apparently that wrecked the truck or crashed it. So, okay, we'll start tearing it down. The funny thing is they said they took they just took a bolt. Okay. They told me that they took something from underneath the valve cover. I didn't know what at the time, but it's just a bolt, which I have plenty of. Oh yeah. So we got the valve cover off. Only some of the head bolts have been replaced with studs. I don't know what was up with that. My $400 kit, head stud kit, you don't even replace them all. So we'll just keep going. Tearing down further and further. Oops. Drop that in there. And not dogging the guys that I got this from. They drove for a little bit. They were pretty honest with everything they've said. Hoping to use all the internals for that other block that I have in the back corner. Get those off. Delete the trans cooler. Those things are just horrible for your engine. Or sorry, transmission. Get that off in a second. Let's decide to come. If you're deleting your trans cooler, this pipe is your heater core pipe, so just split it. Best bet is to split this off, keep this pipe, toss this pipe, and I'll show you down here there's a T, 90-degree T fitting that you will just take out of the block and put a regular 90-degree for your heater core. Turbo drain tube. That's going to get replaced with probably a fleece. Now you can't see a whole lot of what I'm doing, but just pulling all the nitty gritty little stuff off. Like this other hard line for the transmission cooler. Okay, so this oil filter is about halfway down in oil. What that means is, as you can see, this oil filter is not all full of oil when I took it off. Usually when you take these, they just run down the sides of oil, with oil. Now, the problem with that is there's a bypass valve behind this oil filter adapter, housing, whatever you want to call it. And when or if the filter, let's say, gets clogged and creates a high pressure event, it bypasses through that valve so that the engine won't starve itself of oil. Problem with that is after about 100,000 miles, they stick open or tend to get weak and bypass at a lower PSI, so it doesn't filter all of the oil. I've done this job about twice now. You're supposed to, a lot of people suggest around 100K, you come in and do it. It's probably what I'm going to stick to every 100K. It's not a hard job. It's not necessarily a quick and easy job, a couple hours. But yeah, so this engine obviously was filtering some oil, but not all oil. So I'll take care of that on the rebuild. I'll get a new valve. Fits back. And judge me for using FX. It's what I got right now. It's quick, easy. Temperature sensor. An edge on it, or a Quadzilla. Alright. Make a spot for all the rockers here. I don't have my knife. there. Here. Yes. These rockers were off at some point. Yeah, didn't. Cummins bridges, stocks have dimples on them. They're supposed to be orientated towards the exhaust side. Every other one is backwards. Well, this cylinder, they're both backwards on this one. So maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be a little surprise in there for us. Don't know if you can see that. You see the dimple? No dimple. Dimple. Supposed to orientate that exhaust side. Not critical, but just a good practice. Alright, let's try to spin this around. So this is heavy. This side all taken down. There we go. Oh. Hopefully that's in focus. Because why wouldn't I have a 10 mil? Of course. Did have a 10 mil. Where's this gonna give me a fight to get off? Okay. Okay, let's see. That's gonna be 15 suspected. wrench. Of course, it's gonna stick in the block. Oh man. Let's see, a little tense. Alright, these fittings are really tight on here. Let's see if I can even get a wrench. We'll hold these. 3/4, 16ths. Alright, maybe get a little hold on it. Okay, let's see. That's the ticket right there. Just use the brain there, guy. Gotta knock the support back off. Which of course I can't get to. Vacuum pump, power steering pump. Okay, let's knock this tappet cover off now. Three 10 mils and then 3 standoffs, and those are for your ECM. There is sealing washers on these. This was leaking. Yeah, bottom of the gasket wasn't sealing properly. Alright, I'm going to call it here. This is going to be part 1 of the 98.5 Cummins teardown. I need to get my tool from my shop to knock the fan off. Can't go any further, really. I can, but I'd rather just knock the fan off, do it the right way. There will be a part 2. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, make sure notifications are turned on. And I'll have that video up quickly or right after I post this video. At least it's a little bit of a teardown. Thanks for watching. Again, like and subscribe for more content.